All right, our next guest for the evening is what we've been waiting for. Besides our featured band, Deceiver, a gentleman by the name of Rich Russo, DJ for 101.9 FM, anything radio, the newest rock and roll station in New York City, and God only knows we need a great rock and roll station in New York City. So without further ado, let's give it up for Rich Russo. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. It feels like Uncle Floyd show or something here.
It's
pretty cool.
The next best thing.
It's the next best thing.
Actually, I started watching Uncle Floyd when I was a kid.
The Ramones are on Uncle Floyd.
One of my idols. You know, so thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule.
This is great. It's very cool.
It's an honor having you here. Yes. I mean, you're one of the only DJs that are actually stepping out and trying to help Staten Islanders, which is a very big thing. And, you know, I know there's a lot of people out there that appreciate it. You made a comment on your show that Staten Island is a possibility to be the next Seattle. You got to explain that to me because I've been playing.
Without the rain and without the coffee.
Yeah.
No, you know, it's funny, you know, people think of New York as having this unbelievable music scene for all these years, and in reality, you know, since the Woodstock era, New York's only had one real scene, and that's probably like from '72 to like 1980. You know, New York Dolls, and I know you're probably like a big Kiss fan. Kiss, and of course Blondie, Television, Talking Heads, CBGBs, all that. And then you had the kind of offspring of the Shore with, you know, Bruce and all, and Southside Johnny and Van Zandt. But since then, we've not really had a scene here.
Nothing.
You know, and what happened is maybe it's the rents have gotten too high, and like the guys were talking about with Coney Island and stuff. You know, when people come in and start screwing around with like the nature of things, what happens is that people are now just looking to make money. So all the bars in New York City became the fact that, hey, we could just say, hey, we can get 50 people to show up at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. We get 50 people to show up, they pay a $5 cover charge. Yep. At 10 o'clock, all those people leave, and then another guy comes in with his band, and there's no community, and there's no sense of people learning to play. So what we've kind of, you know, what happened here was, and when I started this show in November, we were getting CDs every week from various unsigned bands in the region. You know, because my show is the only thing on commercial radio where there's no program. Like, I don't have a list of what to play.
Well,
I can play whatever I want. Nobody, like, looks at it. It's bizarre. It's abnormal. So I would get things from Brooklyn. I would get things from Queens. Of course, I'd get things from New Jersey. And then after, I don't know, it had to be 3 months, 4 months, I finally got one from Staten Island. And it was a song, and it was this, like, I don't know, 14-paragraph, like, diatribe. You know, that it was like borderline obscene, borderline biblical, borderline, it was just a bizarre thing from this character, Terrible Tim.
Oh, he's the man, Terrible Tim.
And I looked at this and I emailed him back. I didn't even listen to the song. I said, look, you know, this is commercial radio. You know, because his thing was like Lenny Bruce meets Larry Flint.
Yeah.
And you can't have that on radio because there was cursing in it and stuff. And he emails me back and he says, no, there's no cursing in this song. I know it's commercial radio. I don't listen to it. I happened to go on the air the following Sunday, and I just made a comment. I think I played like an unsigned band from Queens or something, and I said, hey, and by the way, we got a submission from Staten Island, and maybe this is the best Staten Island can do. It's this guy, Terrible Tim.
Now, put it this way, there's a lot of great talent on Staten Island. There's a lot of hidden talent. Actually, we probably have the strongest borough with talent, but there's no clubs to play. Bay Street is all closed down.
We opened it back up.
It was a big base.
We opened up Dock Street for this.
Well, Dock Street's a little tired, but no offense. But we had the St. George Theater, we had the Wave, we had the Paramount Theater, we had the Red Spot.
And you still want me to listen to your CD, don't you?
SLU.
Oh, jeez. I just tell you, we brought back, I just told you, we brought back a club.
No, I know
You know,
that.
I mean, we took a place that's, you know, kind of did whatever it did, and what we're going to do there, and then I guess I'll finish the story about, you know, Staten Island. So what I did, I went on the air and I said, hey, is this the best Staten Island can do, this Terrible Tim character? And next thing I know, I got flooded with MP3s and CDs, and then Tim himself, rather than being somebody who just didn't want anybody to submit because he knew if nobody else submitted, he'd get played. Yeah. He actually started blanketing everywhere, hey, send this guy CDs, and all of a sudden—
He's the one who introduced me to you.
And I'm starting to listen to this stuff, and there's really good stuff. Not just decent stuff, like great stuff, like stuff that is radio ready, hits, you know. So I said, and that's where the comment came that maybe Staten Island could be the next Seattle, and that could be New York's next scene, because we haven't had one in a long time.
Not at all. See, the situation with the bar scene around here, for original bands, we like to play with a nice PA system, with a nice stage. Nothing offense with Dock Street, I was only teasing, but they don't offer that. L'Amour's is practically the only place on Staten Island where you could really showcase and have some fun